Every person has a story. Someone doesn't just wake up one morning and decide they want to be a homeless drug addict. We want people to recognize that these are people, that it's not a homeless person, it's a person living with homelessness. There are circumstances and life experiences that bring a person to that point.
My name is Billy, and I was born in Sullicout, and I was raised in Hudson Bay, Fort Severn. I used to fish and go out in the bush with my family. I've been dealing with alcohol and drugs as a teenager. I stopped going to school when I was 15 years old. Then I wasn't that close with my family. We were apart because of my youth. My friends, we weren't that close, and I was on welfare and been trying to find a place on my own. I didn't last that long because I was doing alcohol, and I tried to find a different place where I wouldn't use no more. And that's when I found out about the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army believes that every person was created by God, and therefore every person has value, every person has potential. And we believe that life on the street, life in a shelter, it's not okay. It's not good enough for any person. And so we want to walk alongside people to help them to have the best life that they can have. There are many who will, throughout their whole life, will need supports of one kind or another, but we believe that every person has the potential and the wherewithal to have a better life than they have today.
My name is Peter Francis Gallagher. I come from a very large family, a family of 19, and you had to fend for yourself, and that's what I ended up doing. So I got some education, learned the trade. I was the head chef for senior homes. I made excellent money. I had a free apartment, I lived right in the senior home. My wife, she was in the hospital, and I got the call at 9 o'clock at night. I rushed to the hospital, and when I got there, she had passed away. And that same evening, when I returned from the hospital to the seniors' home, they had a board meeting and they decided to downsize my job. That was one. And second, because I wasn't 65 at the time, they said I'd have to move. It was hard when I lost my wife, very, very hard. Because she wasn't only my wife, she was my friend, she was everything, you know. So. And when she died, I think part of me died too. I sort of started to go downhill. Everything, all of our possessions that I had in my apartment, I gave it to my nephew. I just took personal items that I wanted to keep for my wife and with me, and I left. And I traveled back and forth for a good 5 years. You know, I was just running. And I knew I had to deal with the grief. I was on my way up to the Yukon for a job in the mines when I realized that I had a problem with my eyes. And it was something that I didn't want to face. And I just thought it was the cataracts. And I decided that I have to talk to somebody about what was happening.
In one of the programs that I do, the clients draw a river, and this river represents their life and significant things that have happened along the way. So the water might be rough at this point because they had something, some trauma or something that happened that impacted their life in a negative way at that particular time. But there's always calm waters after that. They don't drown, they don't go back to the beginning. They just might be paused for a little bit, and then they keep on going. Billy has been at the Salvation Army for quite a while, and he was in the shelter off and on for quite some time.
It's now since 2005 I've been there. It's about almost been there about 12, 13 years now.
So when he was back into the shelter and he started to get his life back together again, he started going to school at the Indigenous Friendship Center. And he would come home every day after school and he would bang on the door and he'd say, "Kathy, I have to show you my homework." And he would show me, and today he got 75% right. And the next day it would be 80%. And then I remember one day he came and he actually got 100%. So we were all very, very proud of him and we celebrated that milestone for him.
I thought I could do anything with my goals.
He's always wanted a place of his own, an apartment or something that he could call his own.
Never had a chance to be responsible of my own apartment and trying to be independent.
Habitat is a 34-unit apartment building. Everybody in there lives independently, so they each have their own apartments and they have access to the permanent full-time staff that we have in the building. So when the possibility came up that he could move into Habitat, we were thrilled for him. So we all started amassing things for him. I had this massive pile in my office of all of the Billy things for when he moved, so we could make sure that he had some really nice things.
It's just been really exciting to see how he's grown, how he's changed, and he's really coming out of himself. He speaks out in church now, he shares, he talks about his new apartment. He's so proud of it and he keeps it clean, and he just has a real sense of pride in the person that he's becoming.
Just because I'm staying at the Salvation Army, don't label me. There's a lot of good people staying there for many different reasons. And I think they put that stigma on people that stay in a shelter. When I first found out about my eyes, it was pretty grim. And I had to come to terms with that. Like if I didn't come here, I would have had problems because one, I didn't have my medical card for here. And it was Cindy that got me a doctor. Cindy got me hooked up with the CNIB. Little things. The Salvation Army is more than a shelter, for me anyhow.
We are all on a journey, regardless of our circumstances. Every one of us is on a journey. We all had a starting point at birth, and your journey can take you many different places. You come to forks in the road, and you have to decide which way you're going to go. So for all of us, life is a journey. And we want everybody to have a journey to the best future that they can have.
Billy has struggled for a long time with his addictions, but he's always, it doesn't matter how intoxicated or how under the influence he might be, he's still Billy inside.
So it's been hard for me lately with my using. After I head into treatment, and after I'm dealing with my alcohol problem, I'll be going back to school. I like science. It'd be very interesting to find new goals for myself and be happy with what I'm doing.
He has a heart of gold. He's the sweetest, kindest person. He's that person that he just finds a way into your heart and you want nothing but the best for him.
But I think the greatest thing is it gave me hope because I'm not going to dwell on the fact about my eyes. It's there. I can't change it. I accept it, so I just take it from there. They finally got me housing. I'm going to get housing. But I'm also going to continue to come back here and do the baking and stuff like that. But I'd like to start teaching.
They're people first, and each and every one of them has a story. So the person standing in front of them is not an alcoholic. The person is not a drug addict. He's not an unemployed bum.
You're not looking at a homeless person. You're looking at a person who happens to be homeless. There are many organizations in the city who are doing great work, and we really want to be working together to really combat the issues of homelessness and poverty, even by looking someone in the eye as they go by and not turning away when they see somebody who might be street involved, and making a difference in that person's life. And only by working together we can do that.